The Molly mule shown here is named Tuck. She was paired with Nip, a John mule, so they had Nip and Tuck, until he got a little lazy and was retired. So I bought Tuck to help with the trail work. She was what could be called a three-notch mule. A mule's tail is sometimes notched to show what they can do. 1 notch for packing, 2 notches for packing and driving, 3 notches for packing, driving, and riding. Tuck was a 3-notch mule, a very good one, and I love this mule very much. Here I thought I'd tell about a very unique and traditional piece of equipment, once used to plow fields with horses or mules, and now very useful to build mountain trails with less work. If you have a use for this plow, let me know. It may be available. But nowadays it works really well when we're building trail. We can start downhill, we can plow downhill, and we can switch the plow blade over, which I'll show you how. Then we come back the other way and we switch it over. You see, we're taking the dirt out, we're digging it out of here. Then we can either bring this back in and compact it. I'll grab a tool here. This is one of my favorite tools. It's called a grubbing hoe. But I can use it to compact this, or bring a little bit in, or dig it out a little bit, or whatever I need to do. And I can compact it in a little bit. But then when I get to the end of this way, when I come to a switchback and I want to come back the other way, this is where these plows are really beautiful. You bring it out, bring it up, and then there's a hook right here, there's a latch that holds it in. You switch the latch over, and now I can plow just the opposite. I can throw the dirt out that way. So coming both ways, I'm throwing the dirt down the hill. I'm digging it out. I'm digging out of the top and taking it down to the bottom, which leaves a nice trail bed. So it's very good for building trail. You put a mule, or you can even put 2 if you have to. Now this doesn't dig in all ground. It needs to be reasonable. If you get in a lot of rocks or a lot of roots, you might have to skip a spot here and there, or maybe not even be able to use it. I did a trail professionally a few years ago and found that, in fact that's what I bought this for. I found out that I couldn't use it because it was too rocky. And so we helicoptered a piece of equipment up on top of the hill and took it apart and took it up in pieces. But anyway, that's kind of another story. But anyway, there's 2-way plow. Then when you go down the other side, if you say this is just your plow into the hill or out of the hill. So if you're saying the 2nd notch coming here, you switch over and you go to the 2nd notch coming here and come back. This is one adjustment that changes the angle of your plow blade. Another way to change it, right now it's on the center, but if you've had to have this over, you come down here one way, then you will go back over the other way. And then for up and down, if you're trying to keep it down in the ground, it keeps coming out and you're having trouble with it, you can change this. This will make it deeper, this will make it shallower. So it's quite a unique tool, and you don't see them around much. I went online and looked up hillside plow, and some of the plows that I saw, they didn't look like hillside plows. So anyway, what kind of prompted me to go ahead and do a short video on the hillside plow and just show the advantages, because for trail work, and especially like myself, I love to use animals. I love horses, and that's why I got into trail work, was because so that I could use animals in my work while I was building a trail. And in fact, I've been looking at lately and joining backcountry horsemen, because they do a lot of volunteer work, and they obviously like horses. That's why they're in it. And they do trail rides and build trails and try to keep them open to all of us. So I'm thinking about joining that group, because it's a good group and it's a very popular group. A couple other things I thought I would mention while I was giving a few hints for trails. One, it seems like all the woodwork, and handles, and these handles sit out in the weather and stuff, and they get kind of, they start deteriorating. It's boiled linseed oil. You don't hear much about it, but in the olden days they put it on everything, and I still do. And this wood you find deteriorating a little bit. But this boiled linseed oil, I just brush it on quite liberally one day, next day, and let it soak in. Then the next day I go in and wipe them clean and polish them up a little bit. Maybe a little sandpaper or whatever. But mention a couple tools here. We've got, of course, the 5-foot shovel and the pick. They'll always be out on trail work. But a couple other things I mentioned. This is a garden hoe, and it's lightweight. But for trail work, it's a lot better. Yeah, I've got a couple other hoes here that I like. This one is, I can't remember what? No, it's anyway, it's a hoe for outdoors, out in the woods, but it's heavier, and so for cutting brush and stuff, it just doesn't work you so hard, and so I like that. And then, like I said before, a grubbing hoe is one of my favorites. It kind of adds handle, a nice shape to it, good balance, wide enough blade that you can drag dirt around with it, heavy enough you can do a little bit of digging with it. And of course, with any tool, be sure and keep them sharp. Whether it's a hoe or a shovel, a sharp tool just takes a lot of the work out of it. So, hope this video has been some help, and hope to see you down the road. And then please visit our site often and see other sites or other videos on horsemanship.
Here at Hallmark Horsemanship, we've also developed a system of horsemanship that is very unique and yet traditional. It is the balance of friendship and leadership that cause the horse to both respect and want to please its handler. Visit us often and tell our sponsors of your positive results to help keep our presentations free of charge to the public. Thanks for watching.